Gotta say, we had to do some work on the boat this morning, and the mosquitoes were eating me alive, so I was using this Frankie's bug screen that I now carry. I've been using it for a while just to make sure it works. My wife uses it when she goes on for walks, and the no-see-ums were killing her, and she's not been bit. It's almost a peppermint kind of smell to it, but it actually works really, really well, so I've been extremely happy with it. But the mosquitoes were killing me this morning, so I put this stuff on and it immediately stopped biting. So if you're looking for bug screen that's all natural, no DEET, doesn't leave a film on your skin, then I would highly recommend buying some Frankie's bug screen from us on our website, tampabayfishingchannel.com. I know it's a shameless plug, but it's a product that works, and I only support products that work. So if you're looking for bug screen, Frankie's bug screen at tampabayfishingchannel.com. If you have your boat on a lift like we do, or at a dock, and you hate having to bring gas cans to fill your boat, and you're trying to pour the gas cans into the gas fill, this is a great way to do it. Chad's chumming right now. We've got ballyhoo in the back. That wasn't a ballyhoo there. That could have been a white bait. The problem is sometimes when you're on anchor like we are, I don't like to use my trolling motor when we're catching bait. But what happens is that boat has a tendency to swing back and forth. About 15 feet, you'd say, Chad? 15, 20? So what happens is you have to be very cognizant about where you're throwing your chum, because if you're throwing your chum in one spot and then the boat swings and then you're throwing it in, you think in the same spot when you're really not. You're actually throwing it in a different spot. So what happens is your chum is dispersed in a lot of different area. So you got to really pay attention to where your chum is going with the tide, with the wind, the way the boat is swinging. It's just not a natural thing to come out here, especially when the wind's blowing like this, and understand where your chum is going. You just don't chum in one spot because that boat is swinging. Because I can tell you right now, where we were sitting before, Chad was chumming on this side of the boat, and now the chum's over at this side of the boat, and there's already ton of bait fish in the chum. So what's happening is he knows that he's going to have to throw across this motor just like that to get it to stay in the same realm of where we need it to be. That's the chum slick when you see that calmness in the chum right there. But I don't know if you can see, probably can't see it, but there's all kinds of bait. It's funny, we came out yesterday, which I discussed on the Friday fishing forecast, of how the wind was going to be pretty bumpy. The water, well, that was an understatement. It was it's pretty gnarly yesterday. We actually, by about 10 o'clock in the morning, we had to go on the hook because our trolling motor batteries wore out because of how bad it was. So we had some other underlying issues, and I caught a bunch of fish. I caught grouper. Chad caught two. I caught a bunch of grouper a bunch of them were 23, 23 and a half, 23 and 3/4. So we didn't get our keeper, but we got chased off by storms. And so I said to Chad, I said, well, let's go back, fix some of the minor issues we were having, and let's go back out the next day. So we're out here again, and the weather's beautiful, and so it's a lot nicer today than it was yesterday. Chad's already matched his total of fish that he caught yesterday, so we're just out here trying to enjoy the day and see what we can come up with. And nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you. And it's always nice to have people come out and say hey to you on the water and things like that. It's pretty cool. We're just glad that we can, you know, help make a difference on people going out and actually catching fish and having a good time, and that's what it's about. I mean, some people say, well, I think you share too much information. Well, you know what? I don't think I do. Chad, do you think I share too much information?
Probably not.
Nah. So I just like to see other people come out here, just like that gentleman that just went by, and be able to go out and catch fish because of what you guys have learned from us. And like I said, that's what it's all about, is coming out, learning what we're doing, and going out and catching your own fish. Because as I've said many times, I can give you spots, I can give you numbers, but the fish aren't always going to be there. And the neat thing about this is that people who go out can use our techniques, catch fish, and I think if they do it on their own, it's much more of an accomplishment. You like that? Looking all over. Oh, it's gotta be. Ooh, nice gag. Yeah, that might be a keeper. Hmm?
I don't think so.
No? He's gonna be close.
He's gonna be close, but I think he's gonna be as close as they were yesterday.
Look at that machine.
Yeah.
Folks, what we're doing is we're free lining. We're in 38 feet of water, and we've got the fish actually coming up off the bottom. And we're free lining dead bait to them. Chad just caught that 23-inch gag. Ooh. Sounds neat. Yeah, it is. This is what happens when you put Chad in charge of buying hooks. I'm about to go beast mode on these fish. Well, after those last two fish that I just hooked and that one that just straightened the hook, I'm going to my big boy pole. Of course, I get a smaller fish and I'll put my big boy pole on. I think it's another snap. Yep, it is. But I'll take it. Chad, what's going on, brother?
Ain't getting in.
Yesterday, this guy couldn't catch but 2 fish. Today, he's caught 2 fish? 3 fish. Come on, man.
It didn't shut off. We're just using single baits. Right?
Yeah. Well, not the last 2 I had double baits on.
No reason to put it over this way.
That's true.
Oh, that one was up high.
Was it really?
It was a mackerel.
And just like that, I've got bait on the very bottom, right underneath the boat. All right, this is the chum dropper. I sent it down. It has one of the legs. When it bumps the bottom, it opens up the bottom and dumps the chum right on the bottom floor. And just like that, I've got bait on the very bottom, right underneath the boat. Hey, Chad finally caught one. Holy Lord.
That's just catch what you take.
Shh.
Yeah, that's the first one we've caught in like 3 weeks. Stay in the boat.
Snapper.
Nice.
Big old snapper. Woohoo. Look at that puppy. That's 4 in the box for Todd, 0 for Chad.
It's alright, as long as somebody's putting some in the box.
Come on, man.
What'd you do, miss?
Huh?
What'd you do, miss?
What?
The bucket.
No. Just there was some on the ground. We jumped around to a few areas. A dolphin moved into our spot that we were catching the snapper on, and we jumped over to this spot. Really haven't fished this area before, and there's a ton of rocks down there, and it was a great show of fish, and it's a bunch of snapper. Just like that. I think I'm gonna throw him back though. What I'm using is the 1 1/4 Stewie jig right now. And Chad's using a knocker rig actually, and he has to keep telling himself, do not set the hook, do not set the hook. Chad's had a rough 2 days, but he finally put one in the box.
Yeah, it hasn't been my most productive weekend. Dumped it good, but
Come on.
just swam right up.
I'm getting hammered. I just lost my bait. Not as dorky as that other one. What I'm doing, since some of these whitebait are pretty small, I'm hooking one through the nostrils and one in the belly and sending them down like that. And I just lost a pretty good snapper. So this time of year that bait runs smaller, so just double up on the bait and you'll be good to go. Now watch, I won't get a hit. I lied. I got a hit. God bless America.
You missed it?
I lost him again. It's a little bit better fish right here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. That's a keeper. That's a keeper for us at least. When it comes to snapper fishing, a lot of people make the mistake of wanting to like set the hook or start reeling when they're feeling the tap tap tap. What you want to do is you want to wait for them to start steadily pulling on the line, because if you start doing it when they're tapping, you're just gonna rip the bait right off, or they're gonna steal the bait and you'll be done. So I wait for them to pull down on it. See, I think they stole my bait that fast though. Sometimes that happens. It can be frustrating at times, but at least you're getting bit. But always wait. Don't wait for the tap tap, wait for that steady pull to go down, and then you want to put the hook in that fish. See, sometimes if you're not getting bit, what you want to do is you want to raise that rod tip and let that jig come up, and then let it go back to the bottom, and when it hits the bottom, it creates that puff of sand, and those fish will immediately come right over it. So if you're not getting hit, kind of lift it up really quick, let it back down, just like I did, and you'll get bit a lot of times like that, because sometimes those fish get accustomed to just seeing that bait down there and just kind of sitting in the same place. But when you jig it up and then it hits the bottom and creates that puff of sand, it triggers them to eat it. This is a better snapper. Yep.
I would say one followed it, but it was him pooping.
Another good one. Woohoo!
There's a shark.
Stupid shark.
I could tell it was a shark because this one was coming to the surface. Quick! Nice snapper on a
Nice.
pinner.
Really?
Remember that
Oh, that's
pinner?
right. Yeah, that was a decent sized pinner too. Nice one. Hey, 2 in the box for Chad.
No, I got like 3. Don't exaggerate.
2.
3.
He's only got 2. I think he may have 3. I don't know.
3.
How many? How many? Well, folks, we had a great day on the water. Caught our limit of snapper. Caught some nice grouper. Lost some big ones. And it's just the way it is. Caught a bunch of reds. Caught a bunch of gags to like 22. So, but it was a fun day. It was a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday it was rough. It's gotten a little bit choppy today, but we're about done anyway. It's almost 3 o'clock and my legs are shot. I'm getting old, but it was a good day. Can't beat this Florida weather. At least we had some kind of a breeze today, so it wasn't like blazing hot out here. So if you get a chance, get out and fish, as our moniker says. What do we say, Chad?
Fish more, catch more.
Fish more, catch more. And if you need jigs, anything else like that, be sure to visit our website at tampabayfishingchannel.com and pick up jigs, braided line, fluorocarbon, anything that you need to do this type of fishing, we've got it. Thanks again for all the support, and we'll see you on the Friday fishing forecast.